Because it's a hybrid, you can barely tell the engine is on, but it's on. Now the engine is fully on. Taking you guys on a quick brief tour of this GLE 450e hybrid SUV by Mercedes-Benz. So believe it or not, this car has a 4-cylinder engine, a 2-liter inline-4 with the hybrid assist. Now it's a hybrid, which means that there is electrified power. Combined horsepower is 381, and then 479 pound-feet of torque. Feels quite good. Has a ton of options. It's pretty snappy. Has a 9G-tronic automatic transmission and automatic suspension as well. Yeah, the torque is there. It's quite fast, even though it's basically the same engine as a C-Class 4-cylinder, but this is a hybrid. So for $82,000 you get a good balance of fuel economy. If you use both electric as well as gasoline, it's 58 mpg. So far so good. The car does feel quite comfortable. Visibility is quite good. The driver's perspective is very comforting as well. Everything is within reach. We have navigation system with the augmented reality. I'm gonna go to a gas station. Let's go to Sam's Club, and then you will see.
Please follow the road for half a mile.
We'll see if the camera system come online, which are provided by the overhead camera right here on the windshield for the navigation systems. Not there yet, but it's very.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto South Lone Peak Parkway.
So there we go. We have the windshield camera right here. You can actually see the hood of the car, and there's a blue arrow, lets you know that we're using augmented reality navigation.
Now turn right onto South Lone Peak Parkway.
So I'm just gonna cancel. I want to show you guys the navigation system. Then let's go ahead and set comfort menu, seat kinetics, which means I will receive support from the side bolsters on the seat. And also gonna go ahead and adjust one more menu here. Let's look at the hybrid menu. We have the engine metrics as well. You can see how nice that is. You can see the torque, the power delivery, boost pressure. It's quite snappy, drives very well, very balanced. Gear changes are very seamless. Soft ride experience in this GLE 450e. You can also, by the way, set it to this menu. You can see the other vehicle options. Basically shows you the driving behavior. So if you like to accelerate, it's gonna show you right here 40% acceleration, 30% if you ease off the gas. then as you step on the brake, you can actually see the application of brakes. The harder you brake, you'll see those metrics up here. There is also the energy flow. Shows you the recuperation, which means that as you brake, there is energy transfer from the braking action to the motor in the car. You can drive on gas-free power for up to 38 miles thanks to electric motor and a 23.3 kilowatt-hour battery. Charging is a breeze on this GLE 450e, whether through the gas engine and regenerative braking or a standard AC outlet, just taking 2.75 hours to go from 10% to fully charged. In addition, standard 60 kilowatt DC fast charging system can boost you from 10% to 80% in only 20 minutes. Other options you get in this car, we have a sport menu right here, where the car now kicks into the sport mode, which means the slightly stiff suspension but higher revs. And then we have individual mode, a sport mode, a hybrid mode, which is what you want to drive if you want to conserve power. And right now, if I set it to the hybrid mode, you can see it's now recuperating. So it's actually braking on its own, and it's adding power back to the hybrid motor. So now it says driving with e-motor, and as we begin to drive, the engine takes over. The engine basically switches between the gas and the electric when you get to intersections, just to conserve power. And then if I ease off the gas or the pedal, I'll show you guys at the corner here, switching lanes. So instead of applying your brakes, you just let the car recuperate and charge back to the motor right here. So it's going to switch from driving to recuperation, and that's the hybrid menu. I'm going to switch to the sport mode, which now switches back to the engine and the gasoline power. It's trying to recuperate, add power back. So a very well balanced SUV. You gotta get used to driving, because at some point it's gonna start to brake on its own, and if you're not familiar with regenerative braking, it might surprise you. You might be wondering, why is my car braking? But that's some of the action you will see in your hybrid cars. So right now it's recuperating, charging back to the hybrid motor. So the harder you brake, the more power you add back to the electric motor. So 9.6 kilowatt hours. Set it to the vehicle. I'm gonna turn off this light. So you can also see the blue icon. The display here turns blue, shows you that we are now charging the electric motor. And for the driver's perspective, we have a number of many options. We have an understated theme, which is this theme right here. Very nice for those long drives. You just want to relax. There is another theme here, the sport theme, which is what we've been driving in. And then the classic theme, which is just blue and very relaxing as well. We have a navigation for road trips. You can see your map system and on this 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. The center display is also 12.3 inches and it's fully touchscreen. This car also has semi-autonomous driving, which means it has lane change assists, and it's going to follow the speed limit if you set it to that. There is an off-road menu, shows you the compass, direction of travel, the steering degree angle, as well as the inclination on the right hand side. And then you have a service menu, lets you know when you need to go for service. Shows you different metrics for the engine oil and also the tire pressure. I'm gonna leave it on the classic look. Kind of like this menu, it's very nice. Overall, it's a very well balanced SUV, good quality tech. We have NFC wireless charging at the center here, USB-C ports, cup holders, and a center trackpad right here for the MCG&x navigation. Driver's perspective, we have memory seating 1, 2, 3 right here, heated as well as cooled seats, and a Burmester high-end speaker system, aluminum flowing lines. Everything is looking so nice in here. The digital instrument cluster, which is 12.3 inches, gonna give the car some power, and that's what we have. The central display right here, which is also fully touchscreen in this GLE. Air vents, rectangular design. Love the 64 colors ambient lights. You can see the leather wrapping all around the climate control systems right here. Different sets of piano keys. Adding temperature, it turns to red, and floor it's gonna be purple. And there's a glove compartment right here. The flowing lines contours follow throughout. We have airbag systems. The passenger's perspective, we have memory seating as well, heated as well as cooled seats right here. Overall, so nice. And there is a accessory system up here, reading lights, SOS, and sunroof in this car. Let's see. Doesn't have panorama. I'm just gonna close it. And then you have to pull this. It's not really automatic. And then the passenger's perspective, very comfortable seating area. Can have 3 adults here in the back. I also love these grab handlebars right here if you go off-roading in your GLE. And there is a trackpad right here for the MCG&x navigation with the haptic feedback, some additional storage, USB-C ports. On the center armrest right here, very soft material, as you can see. Seats are also very nice and comfortable. Love the contrast stitching, and they do have thigh support right through here, and this is the button for the thigh support. If you extend it, you can actually see the action right through this menu right here. Check out the camera system, 360 degrees. This car has an active parking assist option as well, part of the driver assistance package, which means the car can park itself. Let's go ahead and try that out. So it's searching for parking. Let's hope it's gonna find this spot up here. Gonna give it a chance, see if it's gonna find parking. There is no parking here. I have to go to the other side. So there is more than enough parking here. Should be able to find something. I wonder if it's looking for those paint markings when it's trying to park. I'm just gonna cancel that. It's not able to find parking, but we have an active parking system here in this car. I'm just gonna park next to the GLE, the GLS 450. So that's pretty much it. As you can see, we added 2% of power through the regenerative braking action in this GLE 450e. So that's pretty nice. I would bet you over the day, you'll probably charge it up to 25% if you have moderate driving. But overall, nice looking hybrid. And that's the 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450e 4MATIC hybrid SUV. Subscribe to Mercedes Lounge for weekly videos. Until next time, stay positive. Peace.